Hey there, my Ascension pioneers. Today's an amazing day. I was hiking in the mountains yesterday, as I told you, and I'm just feeling this intense new energy so much. Like all past week, I felt that there's again this shift. They're happening like in these light packages because none of us can handle all at the same time too much. We know when we need to know and we feel when we need to feel. So things, downloads, and the cosmic alignments are happening like in circles and cycles of growth. So we are always knowing as much as we need to know when we're growing, how we have to grow. And this is all within the divine plan of perfection. So last week was a very powerful week, kind of like I also made videos about empowerment and so on. I felt very intense energy of the empowerment. And I felt that we are progressing from the first full moon of the year that started in 2012 and towards the first new moon, which is new beginnings and anchoring things into new tangible form. So I felt not just by hearing that or being aware of that, but while I was walking in nature, I was a lot in nature all days last week and still continuing this week. I'm just about to go for a long walk, stretch myself, and do some automatic writing. So the thing is, when I was in nature, I felt those energy shifts. I felt those things that are being activated in my brain. Like I feel those pulsates, like not when you get a headache, because I don't get headaches, because when people have a lot of the heavy headaches, that means that they're actually not so much attuned to the new energies. So it's more difficult for them to shift with the new divine energies that are opening now on this planet. So I felt those energies that are really opening me up to the new. I had a lot of the energy of excitement, which was very different from how the year began. It was still a lot of the letting go of the old. So now it feels like a rebirthing process. So it wasn't probably a coincidence, as it never is. While I was shuffling my oracle cards yesterday, these are the Wisdom of Avalon, and I love these cards. They're so amazing. They're like they're from Collette Baron Reed, and they're awesome cards because they share those certain kind of like divine messengers. For instance, when you have them as archetypes, they're shared in this oracle card. So when I was shuffling them yesterday, two cards just fell out, and instantly when I pulled them up, I felt, okay, this is not just for me. This is like what is happening now in the global, in the collective. And I felt guided to share and speak some about this. Because the first card that came out was Birth and Rebirth. You can see this beautiful magical card. And the second one was Beauty. And it's the butterfly. So this together means actually rebirth and opening yourself up to your inner beauty. So this is the first message that came to me when these two cards got revealed, was the rebirth and resurfacing of our inner beauty. And the more we are aware of this beauty, the more light we are actually producing within this realm, because within the divine remembrance, we are opening ourselves up to it. So when I was reading the message for this card, I really felt guided to read it to all of you, because this is exactly what's happening to so many of us who have been doing the work, a lot of the work. Now we have entered like this phase when we don't need so much control, when we don't want it, because the more we awaken, the less control we want in our lives. I want to say that there's many things happening right now, and there's going to be a lot happening this year. So this is all for the grander purification, for the greater resolve, for the humanity to awaken, because as I say, as long as those mirrors need to be there in our reality for us to remember our own inner power, they will be there as long as we will give them power. So this is how it's always being outplayed. There's as much darkness as there is light. This is a polar world of opposites, but we are shifting into this new realm. And as I say, it is unknown as to how it's going to occur, but we know, those of us on the ascension path, that it is unfolding already, because not that we read it somewhere externally or that we are living in our heads, but we are going through these experiences. And I speak to a lot of the people who say, I actually had those experiences. I saw the light. I saw this. I had this happening in my life. I saw miracles occurring. This was all through our experiences. So the empowered people are now speaking about their own rebirth process as to how they're going through it themselves. So there was, I think it was last week, when a beautiful friend said to me, well, you're pure beauty. And I say, yeah, we are all, but I'm aware of it. not meaning my appearance, but what I do, my passions. This is bringing forth this growth. And within every new cycle, we are birthing the new, because we grow and expand. Not that our spirit changes, but our personality is opening more to our spirit and is remembering. The persona is actually remembering who it is and its true, pure essence. We're remembering that we are a spirit and what kind of divine attributes our spirit is anchoring here now and why we are here on this plane. So then we are following through with our action steps in daily lives by focusing always on what is most needed for the highest good for us to do right here and now, not somewhere in the future. You know, it's good to have a goal, but the divine doesn't have any goals like that. Like we imagining here, you know, I have a goal to have a house, to have a beautiful relationship and children. And the divine doesn't work that way. It flows as with the goals of the now. Like, for instance, what is my goal now? What do I wish to give birth to right now is to go for a beautiful walk, to do some automatic writing, and then later focus on making some first action steps towards building my webpage, because I'm working now with a beautiful bird of the light, starting to do my webpage, which I'm very excited about. But this is a whole nother subject. So the divine energies work as through flow within the now. You know, many people still have that law of attraction, manifestation things that they wish to focus upon. But when you're actually really open to your source, to pure channel of spirit, you don't want to think too much ahead, because the divine knows this plan for you, and you are the part of this divine. It's not coming from the outer. And it knows, and it is going to be being created within every now moment. For me, I always envision myself living in a beautiful mountain region space, because my mountains are my love and I'm a mountain spirit. So I know what I am about to have. And this is already true in reality, that is more prone to instant creation. This is the higher realm that creations are there instantly created. So, but I'm not thinking of it as a goal and that I need to do a lot of things to achieve that goal, because this is still coming from our personality. The divine just flows. And this is why I was so guided to share this message with all of you, because our new births right now within the first new moon of the year, which is our first new start of something new and tangible, is happening with the birth and rebirth to our inner beauty, because the inner beauty is our essence. See the butterfly, and you know, every one of you who do know, because we all know the concept and the avatar of a butterfly is that it goes through endless transformations, and this is us. We have a metamorphosis every week, every day, every month, every year. It is the cycles within the cycles within the cycles of life. So, and we are supposed to ask ourselves, what do I wish to birth right here and now? Because every day is the whole year within itself and the whole grander cycle within itself, because there is no time. It's like you are the tiny universe within the grander universes. And this is why it is only important for you to focus on what do you wish to give birth to right now. And you don't even need to focus. Spirit tells you, while you're being open to all that is as a vessel in every now moment. So now read to all of you this beautiful message, because it's so amazing. And I hope you like it as well. Okay? This is true for many of us. And all those of you who are guided to watch this video and listen to this message have that meant to come to you as well. So do know about that. Inspiration and new life are here. Yay! Rejoice, for spring is in the air and you're beginning again. This marker bodes well for any new project, endeavor, relationship, or idea to take shape and be birthed into the world. It also reminds you that anything old or painful can be brought forth or transformed by a new and creative perspective. This marker reminds you that the process leading up to a birth can feel cumbersome, restrictive, painful, and never-ending, yet the final shift brings an extraordinary gift of a new life, a new vision, born of surrender. This is what I'm talking about, no control, and a total release. Know that you've come far and are the place to celebrate your ideas and all things anew. This card asks you to align yourself with the mystery of spirit, the true source of creative energy and power. None of us are inspired without the subtle and profound influence of the soul's longing and the urgings of the divine. Remember the prayer. This is one of my ultimate favorites. Make me a channel for the divine creativity. Use me as an instrument of a higher will. and watch a miracle unfold. Yay to all of us who are giving birth to so many new things only by being. And as I say, only by being, the best things, the most awesome things are being birthed through us, because we all have all imprinted within us already. And don't fall so much for the collective drama. As I say, drama is only when you perceive it as such from the mind. It is good to know what is happening in the world right now, not through TV or, media, but through independent resources. And there's now so many available on YouTube, Facebook, so many good reporters of the spirit. I call them messengers of spirit, and everyone doing their own part of the sharing. So it's good to be aware, but it's also good to know that what we see with our human eyes is not always the entire, more grander, the collective picture of the source. The spirit works in mysterious ways. So whenever you see something and you say, wow, this is very dark that is unfolding right now, think of it as that you only see a small percentage on the surface as to what is actually going on and unfolding. And this will empower you so much, because it will give you the voice to speak your truth, to know that we are birthing what we need to birth as we are awakening, but also will make you realize that what you see just happening on the surface, because the spiritual plane is the true plane. This physical reality is always mirroring just a few percentage of what is actually unfolding in the spiritual plan of perfection. So know that, because this will give you the most empowering perspective about everything in your lives and in the collective lives here on earth right now, because there's a great shift occurring, and there's a lot of things that can cause chaos for people who will grab onto every single thing that will seem distorted or irrational or fake or false, or just being manipulated through some resources. But remember, it is up to you to do the research. It is up to you to bring answers through within, but also note that there's a grander picture unfolding. And if you don't spend time with yourself within, like now I'm about to go for my special walk in nature in my forest and really hang out with my favorite nature angels, the Devic Kingdom, and receive all of my answers is the same way that you, when you spend your own alone time, will get those answers from within, not just what is happening externally. Do take all of that into consideration, but also know that what is unfolding right now is not always the grander, larger picture of everything. So don't go into fear, drama, just feel that, oh, damn it, what is happening? I want to know everything. That is control again. Releasing everything through spirit means walking your journey with confidence, with awe, with appreciation, with respect to all of us who are in this path. We are all on this path because we're all living here on earth, all of us. It doesn't matter what kind of agenda we're within, whether we're purely spirit connected or totally disconnected. It's our own choice, but we're all walking this path. So try to imagine that there's always the divine plan of perfection unfolding. And I cannot stress that enough, because this is the reality of how it is. And as humans, we often don't see the grander perspective of everything. So do know that. And when you're alone and when you're with spirit flowing through you, you will feel that. And you won't feel so much intimidated by all that is going on. You will feel empowered by all the information. But you know that this information comes to awaken you more, to help you awake others as well with what you share. But know that the best empowerment is knowing that all is unfolding as it should be always, no matter how bad it looks. I know that some people might not agree and they will try to be victimized or manipulated, even some more, but this is how it is. If you don't trust the source and what is unfolding right now through all of us, then how do you trust life? You have to start trusting life again, because you're a part of it. So when you trust yourself, you will trust all life, because you're an endless part of the creation. So I'm wishing you so many beautiful rebirthing things, and I'm hoping to share all of those divine creations that flow through you. And I have to go for my walk right now. The sun is calling me, so enjoy, my beloved Ascension Pioneers. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.